Hi, my name is Mark Walsh. I work for Lumify Work and I'm a trainer. I'd like to just take a couple of minutes to answer a question that people often have. And that question is trainer-led training worth it? It's often more expensive than other modes of training. People will think, well, there's plenty of stuff out there on the web. Why shouldn't I just use that? And I'd say, yeah, definitely use that. There's great stuff out there from companies who offer online training like ours, who offer complete courses. You might find training in YouTube and other environments such as that. Absolutely, use that. However, there's certain things that as a trainer that I can offer to students. So let's look at it this way. Imagine I'm the student and I'm thinking, well, why should I do this course rather than another course? I'd hope that there are certain qualities coming out of the course that my trainer demonstrates. So I pose this question, what should I expect as a student in instructor-led training? First and foremost, it should be that whatever the trainer has done is going to save me time and increase the quality of the time that I spend. By that I mean I hope that the trainer has spent some time really thinking about what's important in the subject area. What are the key concepts? The trainer has thought about the best way to explain those using appropriate metaphors, real-world experiences, good diagrams, good demonstrations, and so on. It often takes us a long time to learn something, but then we think about it and we can distill it down to some key concepts, and that's what we want to deliver. Right, so I would think that I want my trainer, whoever it is, to put in that effort and save me time. Secondly, I want whoever's doing the trainer to understand what I need to learn. I want them to ask me, what's my experience? What is it I'm trying to do? Which aspects am I trying to learn? And they consider that as they go through the course. I want to remain focused and motivated. Maybe you're like me, I look at all the things on the web. There's so much, and a lot of it's great. But the tricky bit is I can't work out sometimes what's great and what isn't. And some of it is out of date, and maybe I'm looking at that and I shouldn't have been. And I don't really understand an overall path to get to the knowledge that I want to have. I'm hoping whoever my trainer is can ensure that I'm staying on the path, that all of the content that I'm hearing is relevant to what I want to learn. Next, if I have any misunderstandings, I'll voice how I might understand a concept, or if I'm asked a question, maybe I give the wrong answer. I want those to be identified quickly. I don't want to go back to my workplace and implement things the incorrect way. And number 5, I can learn from other people. And even the trainer will say that, the trainer will learn from the students and the students will learn from each other. There'll be other people there and they'll bring their experiences, their industries, their opinions with them. And as a student, I absolutely love that. There's just 5 things. There's more than that. And I'd say, there's a great place for trainer-led training, but there's also a great place for other kinds of training in there. I'm not saying you do it instead of other kinds of training, but mix them together. All right, all the best with your training.